Hey everybody, this is your Digital Super Saiyan 3 back with another video, and finally we're getting into my February pay-per-view review. And for the month of February, I chose WCW Superbrawl 7. Took place February 23rd, 1997 at the Cow Palace in San Francisco, California. On commentary, we got Tony Schiavone, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. We opened this show with a video package of Roddy Piper basically getting out of Alcatraz and setting sail, basically because he locked himself in Alcatraz to prepare himself for his match with Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And that is our main event, but we will get into it when we get into it. Our opening match is for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship, as the champion Dean Malenko defended his title against Syxx, a.k.a. Sean Waltman, a.k.a. X-Pac, a.k.a. the 1-2-3 Kid. Yeah, Sean Waltman wrestled under so many names. And yes, this was during Sean Waltman's run as a member of the NWO under the name Syxx with a Y. Anyway, this was a really good match here, and Malenko and Waltman put on a hell of a match to open the show. It was a really good opening match. The match ends when there was a huge tug of war for the Cruiserweight title, as Eddie Guerrero and Syxx were having a tug of war because Waltman, he used it to waffle Malenko. He beat Dean Malenko 1-2-3. Syxx is the new Cruiserweight champion. And, when Syxx and Malenko came out for this match, Syxx actually carried the belt with him because in the build-up to this match, he stole the Cruiserweight Championship from Dean Malenko. And I meant he literally stole it. Not that he beat Malenko for the belt, but on the show he did beat Malenko for the belt. But he stole the belt because, yeah, he did the same thing to Eddie Guerrero when he stole the U.S. title from Eddie Guerrero, literally stole it. And then him and Eddie had a ladder match for the WCW United States Championship at the sold-out pay-per-view back in January. Our next match is a six-man tag match as Conan teams with La Parca and Viano 4 to take on Cyclope, Juventud Guerrera, and Super Calo. And this six-man tag match was a really solid six-man tag match. And it was really good. Conan, Viano 4, and La Parca get the victory, basically them being the heels. They beat the babyface team of Juventud, Super Calo, and Cyclope. It was a really good matchup to follow up the Cruiserweight title match. Next up, we get, for the WCW World Television Championship, we got the champion Prince Hayek defending against Rey Mysterio Jr. And, they would have a return match on the following pay-per-view as well. This was a solid match. Nothing fancy to be said about this match. Prince Hayek retained. I don't hate Prince Hayek. I mean, sure, I don't mind that he retained, so nothing more to be said. I really wish Ray would have won, but that's just me. Next up, we got Diamond Dallas Page defeating Buff Bagwell via disqualification. Now, yes, we get to our second NWO versus WCW match because Syxx was part of the NWO. He beat Dean Malenko. Now we got to Diamond Dallas Page versus Buff Bagwell. And, DDP defeats Bagwell via disqualification after members of the NWO came to the ring and the referee sounded the bell. And, Diamond Dallas Page, he gets out of there. And, this was to protect Diamond Dallas Page very well. So, yeah, not much to be said about this match. But next we get a really good match for the WCW United States Championship. We have the champion Eddie Guerrero defending against Chris Jericho. And Eddie and Chris, they end up having a really good match on this show. It was a really good match. Probably my favorite match of this entire show, but that's just me. But it was a really good match nonetheless. Next up, we get a triple threat tag team match as Harlem Heat, Booker T, and Stevie Ray with Sister Sherry, a.k.a. Sherry, a.k.a. Sensational Sherry, a.k.a. Sherry Martel, taking on the Faces of Fear, Meng and the Barbarian. And, of course, they are also taking on Public Enemy, Rocco Rock, and Johnny Grunge. This was a solid triple threat match, nothing more to be said about it. Public Enemy gets the win. I don't mind that Public Enemy got the victory. I don't hate Public Enemy, to be honest, but I just thought they were just an okay tag team. I gotta say they were just okay. I mean, I always preferred the Dudley Boys a lot more than I did with Public Enemy, but still, Public Enemy, they got the victory. It is what it is. Next up, we get a match between Jeff Jarrett defeating Steve Mongo McMichael. And yes, this feud was happening over freaking Deborah. Yes, who was Steve Mongo McMichael's wife. And then later became Mrs. Stone Cold Steve Austin later on. Yeah. So, yeah, she was also Jeff Jarrett's. She would also manage Jeff Jarrett. Then Jeff would leave for WCW for a second time in 99. And then, of course, Deborah and Jeff went their own separate ways. Deborah went on to marry Steve Austin, and the rest is history. But, this match was what it is. It was Jeff Jarrett getting the victory. This match wasn't all that impressive. Next up, we get the San Francisco Death Match as Chris Benoit defeats Kevin Sullivan, the Taskmaster. So you got Chris Benoit coming out with Woman, a.k.a. Nancy Benoit, who would later be his wife, taking on Kevin Sullivan, and with Kevin Sullivan would be Jacqueline. Now, I always got to admit, I do like Jacqueline, and Jacqueline was kind of a badass. Yeah, of course, a year later, we all know Jacqueline would go to the WWF, and, she would later become the women's champion, and then she later lost the women's title to Sable. Yeah, but still, this death match between Chris Benoit and Kevin Sullivan was intense. They would battle their rivalry would end until the 1997 edition of Bash at the Beach, where they would face each other in a career versus career match, which I will get into in the future about that entire show, but let's just finish this show. Next up, we got the Giant and Lex Luger taking on the Outsiders. More specifically, it started off just as a handicap match as Scott Hall and Kevin Nash of the NWO, who were the WCW Tag Team Champions. They were having a 2-on-1 against the Giant, a.k.a. Paul White, a.k.a. The Big Show. And, the Giant had to fend them off by himself. And most of this match was intense until we saw Lex Luger come out. He was wearing street clothes. He had his hand in I think a cast or something. Anyway, they win via submission, and what do you know? Basically, the Giant and Luger become the new tag team champions. I know Luger came out and he put one of them in the put one of them in the torture rack. I think it was I can't tell if it was Nash or Hall, but I know that Luger won the match I mean, it's been a while since I saw this show, so... I mean, I saw the show last year, so... I mean, yeah. Next up, we get to our main event as Hollywood Hulk Hogan defends the WCW World Heavyweight Championship against Roddy Piper. And finally, the hour was near. Hogan, Piper in the Cow Palace. And, you know, this match wasn't as good as their match from Starrcade. Their Starrcade match was really good, but this was the match that had the elusive pinfall happen. This was the match where Hogan finally pinned Piper. And that came to be thanks in part to Macho Man Randy Savage. On this night, February 23rd, 1997, Macho Man Randy Savage had joined the New World Order. So on this night, Randy Savage joined the New World Order. The match itself between Hogan and Piper wasn't all that great, but then again, I definitely give it points up, mostly for Randy Savage and his turn to the New World Order. In a sense, I enjoyed Superbrawl 7. It definitely was a step up from Sold Out 97. It was a step up from Sold Out 97 in a way. I mean, it went back to WCW's usual formula. Of course, next week or so, I am going to put a bonus video for my wrestling videos. In the month of February, I'm counting down my top 10 Eddie Guerrero matches. This has been your Digital Super Saiyan 3, and I'll see you next time.